Coming up to 12:19, I now have my special guest sitting in front of me. They are Richard and Joe, and they are part of the Forbidden Theatre Company. They rehearse in Hessel, but members come from all over Hull and East Yorkshire area. And they're going to put on a rather challenging production of Stephen Sondheim's musical called Assassins. Richard and Joe,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning.
Afternoon
now,
to you
yeah.
both.
Just
Yeah, I know. We move seamlessly from the morning
Yeah.
to the afternoon. Richard, I'm going to start with you because you are director of
Yes.
this production. And it is a tricky one, this. It's got a chilling theme.
It has.
But it's a musical.
Yes, it kind of like juxtaposes like catchy tunes with a very kind of serious but darkly comic tale, would I say, or lots of different scenes about these assassins or people that attempted to assassinate presidents in the US, and they're kind of all thrown together into this purgatory state in this musical, bizarrely, because they're obviously across time, these people, and there's lots of little scenes, little vignettes of them meeting and what would happen if they met, and what conversations might they have, what issues drove them to trying to kill these presidents. So it's quite bizarre, but it's very funny as well. There's some really comic moments in it.
I mean, really, he does have a kind of flight of imagination that nobody else really has.
Yeah, absolutely.
And to put it to music as well. I mean, Joe, you're playing one of the assassins. Who are the assassins? Are there too many to name? Or,
Oh my goodness! Right, there's
Name-
8.
name all 9.
This 9. Well, 8/9, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, I'm playing Giuseppe Zangara. There is some of the ones you probably have heard of, so John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. There is, oh my goodness, here we go, Charles Guiteau.
Yeah.
There is, oh my goodness
Fantastic,
me, Leon Shorgosh.
Yeah. Sarah Jane
Go
Moore.
on, yes, there we go.
Lynette
From, John Hinckley, and one other, I've missed somebody.
I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay, I think I've got everybody.
And their targets were all presidents.
Yeah.
All presidents, yes.
So I know that John Wilkes Booth, he was, who was he?
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Yeah.
Okay, Lee Harvey Oswald, obviously Kennedy. And what about you, Joe? Who did you bump off?
Yeah, I didn't. That's the problem. So I was trying to kill Franklin D. Roosevelt, but unfortunately missed. My shot wasn't very good, but it still in missing I hit the mayor of Miami, who unfortunately did pass away, and he does meet a unfortunate fate because of that.
Were they all were they all executed or jailed or shot or?
Various things.
Lee Harvey Oswald was shot, wasn't he? I think. Or did he die? I can't remember.
I think he was when he was in prison, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, various things, and you may or may not see some of those things in the show.
Some are still alive now. Some
Yes.
do YouTube channels now. Some of them.
Really?
So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I think John Hinckley, doesn't he? He does like some YouTube.
Who did he?
He was
It was Reagan.
Reagan. That
It was
it,
Reagan.
Yeah.
Gosh, so it's an extraordinary bringing together of famous assassins. Does it, Richard? Does it go into their motivations? And do they try and explain away what they did?
It does, which is one of the things that kind of intrigues me about the musical, is like getting into the minds of these killers or attempted killers, and what was their motivation for doing that. It's so interesting because you just hear about them being these evil people, but then actually there's elements that you might agree with or disagree with, or why they went into doing these assassinations. And I think the kind of exciting thing for me is a lot of the motivations that they had are still issues that are relevant today, that some people still have and believe in today. And I think that's, you walk away from the theatre hopefully questioning your own thoughts and judgments sometimes, which is good. It's not a preachy show. It doesn't tell you what to believe, but it makes you think, I would say, in a quite humorous way as well sometimes.
I was going to say, how on earth does Sondheim and you also performing it make it into a kind of dark comedy?
And,
I mean, where is the comedy? I mean, how does that manifest itself?
I think there's lots of things that you discover throughout the show. That's, I think sometimes the music is very comic. It plays into a lot of the American like classic styles. So you've got vaudeville. You've got sort of like the sort of cakewalk, like classic musical theatre. It goes through these different genres. I think as well, and it's often funny to laugh at their incompetence a lot of the time.
Yeah.
These killers actually, unsurprisingly, the first time they've tried to kill a president, right? So they come across a lot of difficulties in trying to do that, and actually the humour comes from their inability to be able to do that. Yes,
and it's quite character driven as well. I think sometimes taking these infamous people, famous people, and he's put his own twist on them. He's developed them into these characters that they probably weren't really like this, do you know what I mean, in real life, but he's taken some liberties to make some very quirky individuals, and I think that's where some of the comedy comes from as well.
Yes, it's his interpretation, isn't it?
Exactly.
Now, I did not know this, but you told me off air that not only is this your debut performance at the East Riding Theatre, it's your debut as a theatre group.
It is, yeah.
You have just been formed.
Babies,
yes.
I mean, it is wonderful. I mean, you're brand new, you're local, and you're going for the most challenging progression. But it's something, Richard, you wanted to do, and that was the reason why you formed the group. You particularly wanted to perform Assassins.
Absolutely, yeah.
So tell us a story about how you got it all together.
I've always loved Sondheim from being quite young. I remember watching the recorded Pro Shot Into the Woods when I was, under 10 years old, and absolutely loving it. And not knowing it was Sondheim, but loving that musical, and then learning about Sondheim through university. I was in company. I've been in company twice. So I've always been a massive Sondheim fan, and Assassins has always been on my radar of a show that I would love to put on and direct. But it's challenging to do, because not only is it challenging in terms of its themes sometimes, but then you've got to have a large cast of male actors, which is hard to come by sometimes.
Is it all men? There's no
not
female?
all male, no, but it's heavily male, just because of the nature of who were the assassins. And I went to see ERT as a theatre, and I just absolutely fell in love with the place.
Yes.
And instantly my light bulb went off, and I thought, this would be perfect for Assassins. So that's what kind of started the ball rolling. I was like, let's just do it. I've got some friends who I know from different amateur theatre groups. Let's pull together and see if we can put this show on and see what happens.
How
really.
long ago was that when you had the light bulb moment?
Maybe about half a year ago, maybe November time last year. That's when we kind of saw it, and I thought, let's go for it.
And Joe, obviously, you're part of the
Yes.
actors and singers. What made you want to join it? Because are you a singer yourself, an actor-singer?
I've done acting and singing in the past. Yes. I think what I love about the show, and what I love about a lot of Sondheim's work, is how ensemble, company led it is. I think you would struggle in this show to say, oh, that character is the lead part.
Right.
I think it feels like you're part of something greater than what you're giving. And the music's fabulous, and we've just had a brilliant time rehearsing it. It's been for such a dark show at times, it is really funny. And there's so many moments of joy and fun in those rehearsals. It's
Do you
really
have
good.
any musical backing, a band or anything? You do?
Yeah, we've got it's normally played by quite a large orchestra, Assassins, but obviously in East Riding Theatre it's very intimate, it's very small. So with Andy, the musical director, he's created a small kind of band which is going to give off a kind of different feel, really. So we've got keys, we've got someone on keys, we've got 2 violin players, a bassist and drums. So it's going to feel a little bit different as well. It's going to feel quirky. It's going to match the show, I think, in our interpretation of it. So that's quite exciting to hear.
I think there's something as well about removing the frills of musical theatre, and it being these actors and just and then these characters and just showing you what they were like and.
How would you describe the music? Is it typical kind of theatre musical? Is it poppy? Is it more classy? How would you?
I would say it goes. I mean, it's a bit of everything. We have there's country music, there's vaudeville, there's my song at times goes into the tarantella. It crosses musical genres, as again, as Stephen tends to do.
Yeah.
One
of the most famous songs, like, is "Unworthy of Your Love," which feels like a pop song, really.
It's a twisted sort of love song.
Yeah.
So, how many are in the group now? How many bands of brothers have you got together?
So there's 15 of us in the show, or is it 16?
15 in the show.
15 in the show.
That's right.
And then we've got obviously some of the people working backstage and stuff like that.
So are you now together permanently as Forbidden Theatre, or is it just a one-off?
I'm going to look at Richard for this one because
everyone's asking me that question. I think my answer at the minute is let's see how this goes, and we'll see what comes next. I think we've had such a great time doing this. I think every single member of the cast and crew have loved it, and we're very keen to do something else.
Yes.
And I'd like to, but we'll just see how this goes and see what happens. But
obviously you've got talent. You can sing, you can act, and you've done other productions in other companies.
Yeah.
So and presumably you'll be able to perform as part of this group while doing other things as well.
Absolutely, and a lot of us are doing other things as well. I'm currently directing for Hessel Theatre Company as well.
Right.
They've got a show Everybody's Talking About Jamie on in October. So people are doing lots of things. And Jamie's does lots of things for he works for Napa, so he puts on lots of productions there with them. So it's
real
great.
Enthusiasm and commitment.
Yeah.
And I must ask you, why have you called it Forbidden Theatre Group?
That's a good question, actually. It kind of really suits the Assassin's theme, doesn't it? Which was not really intentional, but when we did it, it was like, yeah, that works. But the reason why, myself, Sarah and Neil, who were kind of the founding members, let's say, we were once in one of the first shows we ever did together, the three of us, was Return to the Forbidden Planet, which is a very jukebox, fun, high-energy musical. And we was thinking, could we use a word from that? And at first we was thinking, could we be the Planet Theatre Company? And we thought, that sounds rubbish, doesn't it? And then we was like, Forbidden Theatre Company? Oh, that sounds quite good.
It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah, what kind of things? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's intriguing.
So, Richard and Joe, some background. It's on at the East Riding Theatre. You've got 3-night run and a matinee.
And a matinee on the Saturday,
And it starts Thursday the 24th.
That's correct, yeah.
Through to Saturday the 26th, 7:30 in the evenings, and the matinee at 2 o'clock. And have you already got an audience? Have you got some friends and people coming along?
Yeah, I would say if you are interested by this, what we said today, book your tickets now, because it's selling very well.
Right.
Very well, which we're very pleased about, but we want as many people to come and see this as possible. So if you are interested, book as soon as, I would say, and get your tickets to get some decent seats.
It sounds a really interesting production as well, and he Sondheim. You either do like him a lot, or he can leave you kind of quizzing about what he's actually
absolutely
doing here.
Yeah.
But good luck to it, and well done for bringing it all together.
Thank you. It's thank
you for coming
pleasure.
in. Yeah.
Thank you very much.